Hello everyone and welcome back in another video. In this video I'm gonna show you how to work with automatically fill or autofill or automatically fill data in the Excel and how to work with formula as well. We will start just with formula and of course function in the Excel and what's the difference between formula and function. So those subjects are very important in Excel, both autofill or automatically fill and functions and formula as well. So just let's start with that. The first thing here, for example, I need to delete all data here. So you can just Control A in keyboard to select everything and just of course right click obviously and delete to delete everything in the worksheet. Now for example, start with autofill, so I can just make it bigger here. So here for example, if you add just number one, or you can add anything, add Osama here for example, anything. Just here you should select the cell. If you need to make automatically fill all the cells with the same pattern, here the Excel will based or will like listen for the pattern to see the pattern. So what's the pattern I need to use here? Here there is no pattern, I just use one. So Excel will repeat the one when I just drag. I mean what? Not to drag like this, not just select that and drag. No, it is called selecting. If I want to drag this cell here, just from this tiny square here. So here we have a square, a tiny square in the right bottom corner. So just select this. You can see now the mouse like this, the pointer of the mouse. If I just make it here in this square, just change it, the pointer, and you can just click by the mouse and drag here, for example. So I'll just make the one. Because there is no pattern, there is just one, so Excel will understand that I need just to repeat the one more and more. Here same thing, click Osama and just select this one and drag just to repeat Osama. Now if I need to make from 1 until 100 or until 1000 and until 1 million or anything, so here I need the pattern because Excel will understand from the pattern. So just here I add 1 for example and 2, and here you should pay attention. Here we should select both 1 and 2, 1 and 2, because Excel will follow this pattern 1 and 2 and will understand that I need 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. So you should just add 1 and 2, select both 1 and 2, and then also go to this square, should go to square and then select it and just drag. You can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need just for example the even numbers or just the odd numbers. So here just like this, I will just say 2 and 4, 2 and another cell I will add a 4. So also it's like a pattern. Excel will understand that I need 2, 4 and then just an increment by 2. So it will be 2, 4, 6 and so on. For example, not just like this. For example, I need to make it like a countdown. Here for example from 10, and here I will tell the Excel I need 9. Also it is a different pattern. Select both, then select the tiny square and drag. Also it will decrement like this, 10, 9, 8 and so on. So in this way it's working. Of course we can do that not just like this. I mean what? In the right side for example 1 here and 2 for example, or just for example odd numbers now, 1 and 3. So just select both here, select both, and of course from here again you can make it 1, 3, 5 and so on. Now for example I want to make like a schedule. I want to delete everything by keyboard, just delete. So you can make like a schedule here, for example 1, 1 or 1, 2, the month 2021 for example. And here for example I need like a time, for example start 8, like this. So now here it is very easy, just select that and go here. You can see now, so it will be like this, here the day and here the month. So you can see if I just drag it many more like this, after complete the 31 of the month, first month, and then second month, and 1, 2, 3, just automatically. Same thing for example for the time, it will save my time here. Just for the time, same thing, can make it like this, select in this way, so it will be like this. So I easily just make like a simple schedule. Of course, like we have another thing, we have just type Sunday and just a drag. Just pay attention to the drag from this square selected, and you can go to the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Same thing for the months, January, and of course here you can select it to be February, March, April and so on. So again, select everything, delete everything from here. Now for example, I need another thing. For example, I need to add A and drag it to make it B, C, D. This thing does not exist built in the Excel, so you should add it. It's very easy. Also, just go to File, again go to More, or just Option if you have. If you cannot see Option, just go to More and Options, and then from this window you can just select the Advanced, and the last thing, go to the last, we have Edit Custom List. So here we can add anything you want. For example, I can add the names. For example, Osama, just comma, and then Ahmad, my brother, for example, Hassan, my other brother, Momin, for example, Muhammad, and so on. So you can add those names or anything and just add. Now I add those names in the list and then just OK. And OK again. Now if I just type any name from here, for example, Hassan, and just a drag from here, you can find all the names. If I write just Osama, any name of the group, I can find all the names here. So it's very easy to do that. This is the most important things I think in the autofill, or how to work with autofill in the Excel, and it's very important and save your time. Now we'll start just with the formula. Formula and functions are different things, because here sometimes the subject is make confusing, because here you can see it's formula and there is many functions as well in the formula. So we can say this everything we called formula in Excel. Formula is any mathematical calculation or something like that. You need to make a calculation in the Excel. It's called formula. And function is like a predefined formula. It's also a type of formula, but predefined, or just like pre-programming. I mean, there is another programmers create this formula, predefine this formula, and you just need to use it. Just add the name of the formula and use it. It's called function. I will explain that, will be more obvious in the today. But now here I don't need anything here. Now the formula. Start with formula. Formula like what? For example, I have those numbers like this. Now here I want the result of addition. Add addition like this one plus this one plus this one. So in the formula in Excel, to tell Excel that I want to make a formula, to add a formula here in this cell, just select that and press equal. Equal, that means I tell Excel that I need to make a formula or function here. You should add equal for all formulas. Any formula you want to write, any formula or function, you should add equal at the beginning. So add equal, and then what I need now, I need just to calculate this cell with this cell with this cell, or not just cells. I can just add data. For example, 3 plus shift and the plus in the keyboard, plus 2 for example, plus 3 for example. So just this number should be what? 3 plus 2, 5 plus 3, we have 8, right? So just to click that, press enter, you can find the result. This calculation is called formula. Or we can apply formula on the cell itself, not on the data inside cell. I mean what? Here equal, and then select the cell here. It's called G5, right? So G5 here. Again, in the shift and the plus. The name of the cell, what? Here 5, here for example the cell edge 5. So you can write it by yourself, edge 5, or you can just select it. Again, plus this cell here and enter. Now you can find the result of addition of those cells. Here if you just select that here, you can see the name of the cell in the name box K8, right? The cell, but the formula inside it like this: G8 plus H5 plus I5, which is those cells here. The formula. If you just know what's the behind the result, we have the formula behind the scenes here in this cell. So this is called formula. Now with the formula, this formula, if you can just double click to edit, you can see the formula. If you want to go out, just press or cancel this, just press escape in the keyboard. It's in the keyboard. Now here, for example, if I change the data here, 10, make it 10 and enter, you can see automatically this result will make a recalculation again, re-addition again. Why? Because I make addition for the cells itself, not for the numbers or data inside the cells. So here it is easier to do that. You can change those cells anytime you want. Same thing for multiplication, just equal to add a formula, and then I need to make this one multiply, shift and star or shift and 8 in keyboard to make multiplication. Multiply this one, shift and this, multiply again, I 5 for example, so you can write it by yourself also as well, I5, and just enter. Now this multiplication. Division, same thing, just equal this one divided by, here in the keyboard you have this divided by this one, for example, divided by this one, and enter. So now I make a division here. So it's very easy, it's called formula. Now any calculations, use it, make it by yourself, it's called formula. You need the plus, you need the minus, you need something like this. So here it's called formula. Now for example, you can make average as well by formula. So average, that means what? Average means the addition of those three numbers divided by the count of those numbers. I mean this one plus this one plus this one divided by 3, right? So here it is important as well. So here AVG, for example, I will write average, make average, the font color. So here equal should be like this, this one plus this one, or I can change that. For example, here I make it 2 and 2 and 2, just. So here equal, the average should be what? This one plus this one plus this one divided by 3, because the number of those is 3, right? The count 3. So if I just press enter now, it will be 4.66, for example. Why? Because the priority of operation or mathematical operation, I mean what? In the mathematics, in this operation here, the mathematical operation, it will start to implement what? The division. Start with division and then make addition, right? So we'll start with division. If we have multiplication and addition, the operation will start with multiplication in the mathematics. So now we'll make a division between I5, which is I5 2, divided by 3, and then add with this number. So of course will be not correct. Now if we want to solve this problem, we need to use the brackets. Brackets, if we want to make it change the priority, anything inside the brackets will be the first priority of the operation. I mean, it will be implement the first thing. So now here equal and add the brackets, bracket, shift and number 9 to open the bracket, and then this one plus this one plus this one. Now I add those in the brackets, which means I need to implement that or make this addition firstly. It will be the first priority, and then divided by 3. Now we'll start with addition and then divided by 3. So now enter, you can find the correct result. So this is the using of the brackets, because the priority of operation is in mathematics. And this way, now we can use functions instead of formula. Functions, as I said, is a predefined formula, like a built-in formula. We just need to use the name of the function, and that is. So here, for example, we have some functions. If I have to delete that, I add, for example, sum for addition, and average, AVG, to make an average of data, and we have maybe max and min and count and so on. So here I can add another things, for example, after that, sorry, can just select that and make it like this. So here I can add count, and here I can add minimum, right? Here I can delete the data inside that. So now sum. Here in the home, I have something called Autosum here, or this, just like this icon here. Just select that from here, and you can choose sum. Now I just select here, and I can select sum here. So now just automatically create this function. It's called the function equal, and then sum, and open a bracket. Now I need the summation for what? Just select this, for example. I don't need to add plus or something like that. Just select the range. It's called the range from G5 until I5, G5 until I5, and just enter. Now I find the summation. Same thing for average. Equal. Sorry, you don't need to add equal here. From here, just go to auto and average. Automatically will make it for you. Auto here. Just go to average. Now average for what? For those, and enter. Now you can see 2 here, right? Here also add 2. Before, if we make it like in the as I said in the formula, same thing here, average in the function, it will be like just type the name of the function and the range. Here in the formula, same thing, but you should make it like this. Formula is more difficult. Here, make it like this. Right click and plus this one, plus this one, as I said, bracket, and then divided by 3 and enter. It will be same, but this one formula and this one function. Function is easy to like not that is the function, because we have average, the name of the functions here, equal, and the name of the function. But here there is no name of the function because there is no function. It's just a mathematical operation. Same thing for max, the maximum number. For example, just see here, just select that, press here, go to max, and max 1 here. Here you cannot see the max because all of them 2. For example, I make this one 4, and it will change it. You can see now that's 4, the max. Escape to go out. Here count how many numbers we have here, I mean. So I select that and select here. So here we have just 3 numbers, 3 cells, I mean. So just 3 should be. So now just 3 count. The minimum number, which for example if I add here 1, you find the minimum is the 1. So here if I just make it again, here Autosum, and just go to min, again go to min, that means minimum number, select all numbers, and then okay, you can see that. Now here you can add it automatically, or there's another way, same thing, you can either add the functions from here, and here of course there is more functions, but now we just explain those. So now you can add it by yourself. Of course I think it's easier, just equal like a formula, and then the name of the function. Maybe you forget the name of the function, just say su for example. You can find the sum, or you can just type it by yourself, sum, and open the bracket. Open the bracket, you need to do what? Here there's like a hint for you, like a tips. So you can see inside sum we have number 1 and we have a comma, and then number 2, it is optional inside those brackets. It's type of brackets, so it's optional, which means it is optional. So you can add 1 number, 2 numbers, anything you want. So here if I want to add all those, select everything here, just, and close the brackets and enter like this here. Same thing for average, you can just equal and say AV. You can see the average here, double click, you can just like this and select it, close the brackets, and okay. Same thing here for max, equal max, open the bracket and select everything and enter. Same thing for count and so on. You can write it by yourself, just say COU for example, you can find the count, or just type it by yourself and just open the bracket and select everything you want and enter. Here for example in the sum, I can make a summation not just for those numbers. For example here I have this number, not just for range, I mean I add here this number, and here for example this number. So I want to add this one plus this one plus this one. In formula I think it is easy, just add this here plus this one plus this one. This is called formula, right? Now in function, same thing, I can make that in function, equal sum, but here there is no range. I cannot just say like this because it's not a range. So I can delete that. I can just select the first number and then comma. Here in the keyboard you have comma, and then add another number, comma. We can add this number as well and enter, so you can find the result of this number, the addition of this number. And we can another way to do that, sum again, or sum or average or anything, same thing. Here you can just select this number and press Control in the keyboard, stay holding, press Control and then press here, so automatically it will add the comma. And while I pressed Control again, I just pressed Control, keep, just enter again here automatically and just enter. So you can just press Control and select any numbers you want here. Again, here for example I need to select many numbers, so just select the number, press Control and stay in the Control, keep pressing and just select that and that. For example, you can select many things. We can add a range here. For example, the range like automatically added, for example here from G5 until I5. So just say G5 and this one is called the range for range and I5. So I add the range here in easy way. The formula, any calculation, any mathematical calculation in the Excel, the function is like a predefined formula. It's different, like difficult to add formulas sometimes for many things. Like for example, as I said here in formula you need to add this one and this plus this one plus this one. It's difficult. Maybe you can say now I want to close, just select escape. Now you can imagine I have all those numbers. For example, I have all those numbers, so it's difficult just to write equal this one plus this one plus this one. Maybe you have hundreds of numbers, so it's easier just to using sum function and just select that and just easy select all numbers and press enter, so you can add all numbers in easy way. So I hope you understand that and thank you.